So on March 30th, 2025, Bishop Brigante passed away. His son posted on Instagram confirming that Bishop passed away after a battle with colorectal cancer. And the message his son left was just like, man, like, I don't know how you don't tear up reading what he wrote, like, unless you're just not human. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just a terribly tragic situation. Can you talk about your relationship with Bishop?
Yo, Bishop, man, that's another motherfucker, bro. Like, I go 20 plus years back with son, like, and that was, like I said, like, King of the Dot is only maybe close to 10, 15 years. I know him a decade before I even knew about a King of the Dot thing. We was already tapped in. I met Bishop at a party in the city. We was in the city getting drunk, getting stupid. He came out. I think he was on a TV show or something at the time. Platinum? The show that's been long canceled, I think. Whatever. He was in the spot. He was in town. Me and Sway, whatever. We chill. Me and my bro Sway Stella, we chilling. Whatever. And we met him at the spot downtown at like Chinatown or some shit like that. And he was in town doing his thing, and he had happened to and then he had an issue with the people that he came out here with. He had an issue with. I can't remember exactly what transpired, but he had an issue, and then he actually ended up. We had just hit it off. We just chilling one night. Like I said, we just kind of got up and we was just chilling, bro. Because one of the guys that was out there with him, we knew him, so he just introduced us. We just kicked it and we just hit it off. But he had a falling out or something, a miscommunication with some of the people that he came out there with. And all of a sudden, he ain't had no place to stay. And then Sway let him stay at the crib. So he stayed in Harlem with Sway. And I mean, once you stay in Harlem with Sway, you pretty much patched in. You feel me? So he was patched there from then. And he was always, he was battling. He battled Jen about 100 times and shit. They had that rivalry. He came out here, he did the 106 in Park. I think he got disqualified for cursing or something like that. But yeah, Bishop has been my friend for, I guess it's more than half my life if I add it up. You know what I'm saying? And he actually put me on the Drake. Whoa, MySpace time. That was his age. Like, I knew Drake. I knew Drake because of Bishop Brigante. You know what I'm saying? I remember when Drizzy was coming out to New York early before he blew up, and he hit me like, yo, see if you can look out for my mans, shit like that. And it was fucking Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like, and yeah, so Bishop was always like.
So you hung out with Drake early on before he was famous?
You said what?
You was hanging out with Drake before he got famous?
I met him. I ain't gonna say we was hanging out. We was hanging out like that, but I met him. Yeah, I met him a few times, but we were hanging out like that. But he because that was one of his younger guys. Like Bishop was older than him. You know what I'm saying? So when he was getting it together, like, doing all these freestyles and shit, he was just telling me, yo, look out for him. And I'm like, all right, I'll do what I can do. You know what I'm saying? And Bishop, man, like, anytime, like, if I was up there, if I was in Toronto, like, half the time I was out there, I'd stay at his crib. You know what I'm saying? Nigga took me to the wing spot. They had chocolate chicken wings. It's crazy.
What?
You know what I mean?
Was it good?
It was interesting. Like, it was interesting. It wasn't like nasty, but I don't plan on doing it ever again. But it wasn't repulsive at all.
Right.
It was so sweet. But so Bishop used to always stay in my crib. It's mad funny, yo. This nigga fucking stashed the shirt in my crib, and when I fucking moved, I found the shirt. They bugged me out. Because he had left a t-shirt at the crib. Obviously, we don't wear the same size. He was way smaller than me. And before he left, he wrote a note on his shirt. This nigga's an asshole. Right on the right here on the collar. This nigga wrote, this shirt's for pants hoes, because he can't fit it. And so he wrote it on the counter and he threw it in my closet. And on the tip said, yo, this shirt is for pants hoes. So if a bitch come through, I can give her the shirt like, yo. You know what I mean? I miss my guy, man. Like he was very pivotal in a lot of shit we did. And then when the King of the Dot shit came around, he was super pivotal in that. When I booked Swave and Disaster, he was a big part of that. I think he got me like a few $100 for that. Maybe like, like $500 or some shit like that. So he was always tapped in. He was always making sure everybody was good. He always made sure everybody was good. And even when he stopped battling, the shit that he contributed with King of the Dot was wonderful. And then when he came back, when he was battling Austin, some point like, y'all got battle Austin. I'm like, battle Austin? He was like, yeah. And I was like, okay. I was trying to see how the transition was going to go because he's from the freestyle era. You know what I'm saying? And he went in and put that work in on. So I'm like, oh shit, Bishop really on his shit, man. Like Bishop was one of them guys, so he was able to translate from the freestyle era to the written era and bring heavy contributions to the game, man. Like, he definitely is one of the backbones of this battle rap shit in Canada. And period. You know what I'm saying? We went up to a funeral. She was sad, bro. I mean, the funeral was not fucking fun. But me and Iron Solomon went out there. And we drove up there, I mean, there was no way I wasn't going to pull up for my man shit. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was going to be more, I thought there was going to be more people from the States there. Because, my thing is, he did a lot for a lot of, funeral was beautiful. There was a lot of people there. But I thought I would see more people from the States there, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I pulled up, man. Had to pay my respects, man. Spoke a little bit at the funeral. Shit was emotional, man. Shit wild emotional. You know what I mean? And just seeing Lito, you know what I mean? Seeing his son, man. So it's a lot, bro, because Bishop brought a lot to the culture. Sometimes he wasn't easy to deal with, but his heart was always in the fucking right place. You know what I'm saying? Like, we argued a lot. Like, I'll be walking on something. Fuck. But it was always love, though. It wasn't from a bad place. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's how you do it. I yell at our friends. We yell at each other. We're fucking abrasive. We're abrasive people. So, you know what I mean? If I can yell at you like that, you my man for real. But I don't yell at no random nigga anyway. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. It's just difficult, man. Just to have another brother that just, losing him like that, man. It gets difficult time after time after time. This shit takes a lot of that motherfucker. I ain't gonna hold you.
I mean, like, you were there, obviously, in contact with him throughout his cancer journey, right? Like, what was that like to see him going through that?
The wild shit is, early on, it was pretty regular. But like I said, that whole pandemic shit got shaky. I didn't speak to a lot of people during pandemic because it was bad for everybody. So a good piece of that, I didn't speak to him for a little bit. And then I found out it was getting worse. And I'm like, fuck. Then when I found out it was getting bad, I'm like, oh, nah, I got to make sure my bro good. So we fell back in. And the last time we was actually making plans to go out there and see him when I knew that it was really, getting close to the time. And we were making plans to go up there. And then they were like, nah. Bishop, I don't think he wanted us to see him in the condition that he was in, because shit took his toll. So we proud. God is proud, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't want motherfuckers to see you feeling all physically frail and shit like that. So we wanted to go see him, and then it was like nah, he denied the shit the last time, and then you know what I mean. So the sun goes.
Do you remember the last conversation you had with him though?
Probably some book. It's probably in my phone. It was just small talk. You know what I mean? Because when you really my friend, we're not talking about rap all of the time. We just talking bullshit, like Chino. Nigga, the last the last shit I said with Chino, I was in London and I went to McDonald's because I'm fat. And I'm like, yo, they had wild snacks in them. Like Chino was a dessert head, you know what I mean? So he liked all the snacks, but he worked out. So like anytime I seen an ill exclusive snack, I would hit him up like, yo, son, they got this. And I went to McDonald's and they had some shit that we ain't got in the States. 10%? Yeah. So and I hit him up like, yo, son, I started taking pictures of the stacks. Yo, look at this, look at this, look at this. You know what I mean? But yeah, but it was some small talk. It was just regular, yo, what up, good? You good? Just talking shit. Just talking shit. It was just regular small talk, how we always do. Like how I spoke to PH the night before. It was, yo, what up? You good? All right. It was just regular shit. It wasn't a poignant. It was just conversing with my brother. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't nothing crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Rest in peace to Bishop Brigante, man.
R.P. Bishop, man. R.P. Bishop, bro.